This video is brought to you by The Perfume Box. If you want to go check them out, link will be in the description down below. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. We're going to be taking a look at the entire line of the Borouj line from Dumont. All these fragrances were sent to me by The Perfume Box, so thank you so much. I'm pretty sure there's a red bottle, there's a blue bottle, and there's a purple bottle. Probably will have to add to my collection, but those are not going to be in this video. And I do apologize. These were sent to me quite a while ago. I just haven't gotten around to making the video. I've been wearing them over the course of a few months. I want to first start it off with Perlador here. This is a very smoky, rich, oud, leather kind of fragrance. And it's very familiar to Carlisle or Red Tobacco, that kind of very rich, incensey kind of quality. I wore it yesterday and it was the worst time to wear this fragrance ever because it was like 70 to 80 degrees outside, really hot. And this is not a fragrance for the high heat. This is gonna put off a lot of people who are not familiar with leather fragrances, smoky, resinous fragrances, and also like, you know, the incensey kind of frankincense, that kind of thing. This has some power behind it. All of these do. All of these have really good performance, really good longevity. So if you're interested at all about these, they're really good offerings. They last for a long time and they all smell really great. Perlador here, I like it a lot. It is very rich, very masculine, smoky, leathery. That is quite pleasant, but you really need some cool weather and you need to kind of stay away from people in the high heat. It's pretty obnoxious in the high heat. It choked me out yesterday, but I could appreciate it just because, like, you know, I do perfumery stuff, so I could really appreciate it, but I definitely was way too much for the temperature outside. If I would give it a rating, I'd probably say it's a 7 out of 10. I think that is pretty appropriate. All right, the next one I want to talk about is Mysterious here. This one is quite sweet and it's a vanilla kind of style fragrance. So this one kind of reminds me a lot of Instant Crush from Mancera. It's got this kind of like Baccarat Rouge kind of 40 smell, that cloudy, cotton candy kind of cloudy kind of smell to it. Heavy vanilla in here. It's got like this woody base in here, kind of making it more masculine, I would think, than, you know, BK 540. But it's in that kind of vein of things. I noticed mine, when it dried down, it was kind of powdery, kind of like woody powdery. And I don't know if that's just like me, but I didn't mind it at all. I really liked the way it smelled, but this kind of DNA is really tough for me to wear specifically. Just my own personal taste, I don't really like this kind of style DNA. I think it leans a lot more feminine for my taste personally, but I definitely can appreciate it. It's definitely not like this is stupid, I don't want this in my collection. There's a ton of notes in here. You get some fruity notes, you get some woody notes, and some floral vibes as well in here. The main thing, it's very sweet. I'd say if you have Instant Crush, this is definitely not worth it. I think it's just very redundant. But if you like the DNA and you're running low on your Instant Crush or your BK 540, definitely pick this one up. Definitely worth a shot. I like it. I don't really like the DNA all that much. I'd probably say 6 out of 10. All right, the next one I want to talk about is Spiritus. And this one is a Creed Aventus kind of style fragrance. If you've smelled one, you've smelled them all. I'm just kidding. I want to give it, you know, the benefit of the doubt. I want to give it kind of a proper, you know, review. It's nice. It's kind of fruity sweet. It's got this smoky nuance in here. But it smells like Creed Aventus. It smells like Club de Nuit Intense Man. It smells like, you know, fruity, citrusy, musky, and then just heavy woods and fruitiness. It's just Creed Aventus. So I don't want to really spend much time on this one. It definitely performs. It lasts for a long time. So if you want another Creed Aventus clone, just buy Club de Nuit Intense Man. I would say 7 out of 10. Dumont also has the Nitro line, which Nitro Black and Nitro Intense are excellent Creed Aventus style clones, but they also have the Oris bottle too. So they've just got so many Creed Aventus clones. Take your pick. All right, let's talk about this next one here. This is Lamicious Oud. I'm probably butchering that name. This one smells a lot like Tom Ford's Oud Wood. I sprayed it on and I was like, ooh, I know this DNA. This is really good. Once again, this is not for the summertime. I wore this one and it was clawing, it was over the top, not appropriate for 90-degree weather. In my notes that I put down for my review, I said that I should never ever wear this when it's above 75 degrees, and I agree. Now, how does it smell other than wearing it in 90-degree weather? I think it smells really good. It's that clean kind of rubber glove kind of smelling oud, which a lot of people think that it's like, I think that that's weird, but I think it's okay. For clean oud, and it's much more around cedarwood and isoe super, which makes it like a really clean kind of oud, woody kind of smell. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's also got this like freshness and a touch of a fruity cleanness in here as well. Clean musk, giving it this kind of like nice base in here. I'm thinking it's like laxolide, but it's really clean, and a touch of a patchouli character in the base. I like this stuff a lot. I had to get rid of woody oud. If anybody is familiar with the recent clones that came out from Maison Alhambra, I cannot show those anymore on the channel, so I got rid of all of mine because they are considered counterfeit. So I would say anybody who is doing fragrance reviews, if you're reviewing something that looks like the original, you're gonna get flagged for copyright material. And that flag doesn't come from like a copyright strike, it comes from the company filing a lawsuit against them, and you're promoting it. So just don't do it. This is good. It's like an oud wood kind of smell. It lasts for a pretty long time. I'm genuinely happy. I'm gonna be wearing this in the fall time as my oud wood kind of alternative, because I think it's fantastic. All right, and then the last one. I think I saved the best for last, and best / worst. So this is Sillage, or Sillage, and this is a kind of inspired by or clone of Angel Share. Every company has like 5 different Angel Shares, and they all stem from Maison Alhambra. I digress. This one is unique though. I put in my notes here that there's an interesting iris character in here as well. And so when I was wearing it, I noticed kind of like a powdery floral iris that comes across pretty light and airy and touch powdery. And also there's a plum nuance in here, giving it kind of this fruit sweetness that is definitely unique for the whole Angel Share kind of vibe, and I really think it's actually quite interesting. It's got everything that Angel Share has. It's got that cinnamon sweetness, that vanillic and cognac, everything that you really expect with, Angel Share, but you get it with this. But plus you get this like plum nuance and this touch of an iris. It's not an iris-based fragrance by any means, but it has this kind of like touch of a powdery. The best way I could put it is what Armani Code did with Armani Code Parfum. Just this touch of an iris in here, just to give it this like fresh nuance in here. I really like it. Once again, Angel Share is everywhere, so but if you can get past that, I think it's an excellent offering, and definitely a different, unique take on Angel Share's DNA that I really, really like. I think that this one is one of the ones that is really high up there as far as like all of the line. This one and the Credaventus one, the Spirituous one, is really good. So these two I would highly recommend. And then the L'Ambient Oud, this one is really great too, because Tom Ford Oud Wood, I threw away my clone of it, and so I'm happy to have this one kind of like lingering around in my collection. I'm gonna wear this one occasionally here and there, coming this fall. Anyway, thanks so much for watching the video, everyone. Have you tried this line? Let me know in the comments down below. I know I was missing a couple, so I'm gonna have to get my hands on those. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite from this line? I would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching the video, everyone. We'll see you next time.